Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Today we're going to a small town to complete 2 missions. One, we need to get something for a villager in Martira, and the second thing is to get that relic for Neris, so he can be inspired again. So let's get going.
The Gauntlet Runner heads off toward a small farming village, and each shuddering step reminds them of their journey's purpose.
As the Gauntlet Runner is traveling to our location, I decide I want to get closer to Hulkenberg. She's going to help me get stronger, but she's also strong stroll along on her little mission, getting us to show our peace walk. We're confused, we don't know what that is, but she gives us the rundown and it's gonna be embarrassing. But if this is how one gets stronger, better get on my 4s and do it. This feels so embarrassing, but there's more like the horned lizard's dance. I'm 100% sure she's making these up on the spot, but Stroll is getting most of the punishment getting sat on. But he needs the training more, so I won't complain. But now we get into some swordplay, seeming to know this was my first time using a sparring sword as I'm effortlessly taken down while Stroll has seen better days. Regardless of my sword being broken, Hulkenberg wants to keep going. Stroll is unsure, but one should give their utmost even in training. Honestly, I could use the training, so I ask her to push me harder. She likes how I'm ready for anything. Stroll calls for a timeout, getting Hulkenberg to see some reason, as the training is a little excessive in his eyes. With the training over, she wonders if it was excessive. It's the same training she did with Rodanthe, where she's honest and admits his words have lingered on her. She cannot shake them. She has no clinging attachment to her previous position or status as a knight. She left to pursue her own mission, pride be damned. Yet, with all that looking, she never found the prince. She wandered aimlessly and leaderless, as she starts to think she cannot deny she's a fallen knight. Truthfully, she searched for the prince, something the other knights tasked with protecting the royals did not do, so she's more knightly than any of them, at least in my eyes. She seems to understand she shouldn't worry about it, but sometimes she wonders if she stayed as a knight, perhaps there may have been a better path, but then wishes to not think of what-ifs as our bond gets stronger. And with my sword broken, she thinks we should stop for now, until we can buy a new one.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. It gained a reputation for its rare and wondrous goods, brought there by merchants in their longing to return. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the Gauntlet Runner stops gently.
We arrive at Comero, the place the old man lived his final days. As we ask around, and unfortunately we were too late, he has passed away. But that did mean that we get the relic that Neris was asking for. As we give it to him, he seemed to be entranced by the thing. His staring is broken by his excitement, knowing that this is a real bona fide lost relic in his hands, thinking it's absolutely smashing beyond his wildest hopes. No bloody idea on how to use it, but still. Well, he's happy by the looks of it, asking if I got this for his sake. I'm honest and said I wanted to help. He's touched by my kindness, saying I may be a lad, but I got the heart of a saint. And then asked about the old man, and we confirmed that he's gone. He's saddened, but you can't beat time. That's when I remembered the villagers gave me a notebook. I handed him, we couldn't read it, but he seemed to understand it somewhat, as the mission is complete. Gallica asks what it is, and he says that it seems like the old fellow was hunting for some more relics, but didn't have the means to hunt the others. With these notes, Neris asks us for some help. He wants to find the other relics. It looks like the old man worked out some other locations, 7 to be exact, and he wants to see them with his own eyes. Anything for you, Neris. And with a simple handshake, our bond has formed, showing itself to be the heroic archetype of the gunner. With that, he tells us that he'll leave the journal here. If he can crack certain codes, he'll tell us so. We may take a look when we feel like some treasure hunting. That's when Gallica believes she may be able to sense it. Well, that's quite convenient. So that's our plan. We'll find the hint and Gallica will sniff it out with her face sight. But while we're at Comero, we also grab the practical pigeon parcel, and then use my teleport magic to head home. Now we're back into Martira, I awaken to the gunner archetype to complete Moore's quest. And then I hand the man the parcel, and he's happy to see it, giving me a reward and bringing my popularity to 4,893, and I finished the night with a little more death-defying stunts.
Incredible!
All right.